The story was told that in 200 AD, a lot of the Christians were being persecuted. And one particular Christian was put in prison, and he was sentenced to death. But a soldier, trying to be silly, says to the prisoner, I'm going to give you a sheet of paper. And what I want you to do is, with just one tear, fold out a cross that your Savior died on. And if you can do that, I will release you. He says, I give you 1 hour. Well, the Christian's thinking, one piece of paper, one tear, how can I tear that into a cross? So he started thinking, maybe if I fold it like this. And as he folded it, he says, that's going to be a steep hill to climb, but with Jesus, all things are possible. So I'm going to just keep trying here. He gave it another fold. He said that reminded him of the church. Time was passing quickly. He gave the piece of paper even another fold. And as time drew closer and closer, he felt it was impossible. But he prayed and prayed and said, Lord, if you want me to get out of this, you're going to help me. He gives it one more fold. As the guard comes in, he says, you've got 1 minute left. He says, I need one tear. And let's see what you got. So after all these folds, the Christian gave it one tear. Straight down. And as he tore it, he took the biggest piece and he opened it up. And with Jesus' help, he was able to create the cross with one tear. But that wasn't the end of the story. As the Christian did this, he looked at the guard and he says, look, I was able to do this cross with one tear. He said, but here's something even more interesting. He says, if I open up these, you can see that on this side and on this side, it recreates the crosses that the thieves on either side of him died. And even with these pieces of paper, if I open them up, you can see that it represents the money and the dice that the soldiers used to gamble for Jesus' clothes. But the most important thing is that if you don't accept Jesus Christ as your personal Lord and Savior, you will spend eternity in hell. And that day, that soldier accepted Jesus Christ as his personal Lord and Savior.